All right, so you're interested in J.R. Landon Homes. This is a completely new area in Fields of Frisco. So by now you're definitely familiar with kind of the bottom left-hand side of the map, what we call Brookside. So those homes down there is going to be Huntington, Britton, Shattuck is down there, Olivia Clark is down there, Taylor Morrison or Darling Homes, same company, they're all down there. And those lots have already been, a lot of them have been sold. They've already started to build. So when you kind of drive through there, you can see it is really starting to look like a community. But there is some availability there for sure to get in. And I would tell you there's a lot of inventory on ground. So your chance to get a good deal is probably right now. All right, the Preserve. I've talked about the Preserve and I have some videos around here somewhere. You can click on those. But that's the really expensive area. Those houses are starting out around 3.5 million. Those are 100% custom builders. And if you haven't seen it, they have started. I'll put some information or a little bit drone video at the end of this. You can actually see what they've started to build, and I've done some videos on that. So the new area is basically Brookside North. That's where J.R. Landon is actually at. And they're offering 3 products. They're offering a 50-foot product, a 60-foot product, and a 70-foot product. So really nice variety, really difference in sizes, really difference in prices. So we're going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to shrink myself down here on the right-hand corner, and we're going to kind of go over their brochures that they have and what they actually have out, showing their product. And I will tell you, stick around to the end of this, and I will tell you they have some really great deals on using their lender and actually some design center deals. So, all right, let's take a look at the brochures they have so you can kind of get a feel for the products they're offering, the price point, and the size. All right, let's talk about first the 50-foot product, right? So remember that a 50-foot product is really only a 40-foot product. There's 5 feet on each side of your house, so your product is only 40 foot wide. Just an FYI, something to think about for that. So these products are actually starting out at 1.32 million. That's going to get you in. But remember, you're going to have the price of the product or the plan. You're also going to have the lot premium. Some of them are actually free, they said, but there are going to be some with lot premiums. And then what you're also going to spend the design center. Those 3 numbers that actually go into the price of a new construction home, right? So let's look at the 50-foot product. I would tell you that I love these brochures. So we can see with the 50-foot product, they're actually offering 4 different plans. All their plans at the 50-foot product are 2 stories, right? That's going to give you a little bit additional size. 4 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. So starting out, this one's at 3,350 square feet. That's before you add any structural changes. So if you add a media room, it's going to give you more space. And then this one actually at the bottom, the Fairway is starting at 3,533. All right, so let's take a look at what they actually look like. So remember that if you aren't familiar with actual Fields of Frisco, the developer is pretty stringent. I think the HOA is really stringent, but you're paying $2,700 a month, like we talked. A year, like we had talked about before, right? But these are the concepts of what the actual outside elevation is going to look like. I would tell you that they put a note here. These are the concepts. So remember that these could change, but looks like with every single house, they're offering 3 different elevations. And remember, with every elevation, there's a price increase. I'm not 100% sure whether or not they're going to offer any free elevations. My guess is this one could be free, but I have no idea. Usually the cheapest one, looks the cheapest, is actually the free one. And everything else from that, you'll be an increase in elevation. But that's something that I actually tell you when you get on ground, right? And I really like the point that they've kind of broken down the actual blueprints for the house. They actually label in here what is an upgrade, what is not an upgrade, what is optional. And look at the little bit difference here, right? So this is a 2-car in the front garage, and this is an actual tandem. So there's 2-car deep in this garage, right? So that's something to think about. Looks like all these 50-foot products are actually shown with the 3-car deep, right? The tandem garage, as we call it. Next one looks pretty familiar. Again, they're offering it in 3 different elevations on this one. Same thing, they break down the blueprint. They're really nice. Most of these look pretty much the same. They're going to look different on the inside. Remember, these are all just concepts. Looks like this one has a nice spiral staircase, but again, tandem garage for this one. This one's a little bit bigger, 3,400 square feet before you start to add the actual options. So listen, if you want to get a copy of this brochure and you can't find it on the website, definitely feel free to send a message to me or just comment down below, Jeremy, send it to me. Send me which one you want, which product you want. So again, really nice concept here. So once you get to the end of these brochures, they start to talk about phases and lots. So this is the actual phase 2 and phase 3 they have out. They're building now. But I would tell you, if you look right up here on the top side, this is going to be the only location you can build a 50-foot product. Are there a bunch of 50-foot product lots available? Absolutely not right now. And then these are kind of labeled as a future release. So they're trying to sell these out first. Then later on, they'll actually kick these out once they've actually started to build. So this is going to be the 50-foot product. Let's take a look over here at the 60-foot product. Again, same nice looking brochure. Remember, 60-foot product really just means your house is 50 foot wide. So 5 feet on each side gets you that total of the 60-foot product. Sounds good for marketing, but the house is just a little bit smaller. All right, so the 60-foot product is starting out 1.69 million. Remember, that's the starting out price. So it's definitely going to be way more than that. So right now here it says the Brookside M is going to be their model plan. I will tell you, as of making this video, it is not out right now. So I would say probably give it a couple weeks. You can actually go out and look at it. So these are going to be the 5 plans they're offering. Again, these are all 2 stories. These are going to be 5 bedroom, 5.5 bath, right? So basically that's what telling you is what, 5 bed, 5.5 bath. Each one of these bedrooms are going to have an ensuite, and this half bath is going to be down on the first floor. So when people come over visit, they can use that powder. Talking about different sizes, you can see starting out at 3,900 square feet all the way to about 4,600. Again, these all have 3-car garages, and you can see the price right here to the right-hand side. These are basically the last one. That model is saying it's going to be 1.949. Remember, that's just for the plan. You haven't bought the lot yet. You haven't done any structure upgrades. I would tell you, as always, when you go look at the model, right, that model is going to be crazy, like done to the T's. Every single option that's available, they're going to have in that model, right? That's just what they do. That's what all builders do. So just be prepared. Some of you, whoever it is, when you go to the design center, someone need to be in charge and have a budget before you get there. But that's something to think about. And I will tell you that right now they're offering some incentives at the design center. Pretty crazy amount of money to actually help with design centers. That's something to think about. Let's take a quick look at the plans. Again, same thing they're offering with elevations, A, B, C, D. So exact same thing. Remember, these are going to be those tandem car garages, as you can see on the blueprint right here. Oh, that's a correction. So this one, yeah, there it is. So these are actually a little bit different. Let's go back for a second. So this one here is actually a 3 on its own. You can see this piece right here makes your house look bigger, but actually that's a garage. So I do stand corrected on that. So these are going to be a 3 all the same, 3 individual garages. I will also tell you that as you start to look at the size of these garages, big SUVs historically usually don't fit in these smaller garages, but these could be the same size. It looks like these are the full size 19 feet 4 inches. So actually those look to be a little bit deeper. So you could put your bigger SUV in there. But if you're a big truck guy, it might be a little bit tight. So again, good looking plans. Same concept here. This one does have the spiral staircase, nice big game room upstairs. And again, I really do like these brochures. They're starting to talk about the optional right here. Look, 6 bedroom. If you have more people, you want to make it a 6 bedroom, you can definitely do that. And then remember, as you look at these plans, you can see like how it's outlining open to below. So remember, that's going to give you that big giant roof when you actually look up. And you can see that in the video that's going to come up after this, where I actually did the house. I did a tour of it, right? Again, same thing, 3-car garage, a little bit different. But these are all the pretty much same elevation, Spanish, French, Tudor. Everybody seems to like all those. Same concept here. Again, about the same. So again, like I said, if you'd like to get a copy of this brochure, please let me know. If you can't find it, send me a message, put a comment on here. Jeremy, send me the 60-foot one. I'll definitely send it out to you. Remember, these lots are going to be a little bit different. So you can see these are a little bit more on the inside. If you kind of zoom in, you can see that some of these lots are bigger. Remember, we talked about lot premiums, right? Lot premiums are always more depending on what they face. You know what I'm saying? Is there a green space? Are they on a cul-de-sac? You can just expect to pay more. If you have these pie-shaped lots, you're getting a bigger lot, right? You're going to pay more for that lot. So that's definitely something to think about. All right, let's flip over to the actual 70-foot. So this is why I like to call the big boys the expensive one. I would tell you that 70-foot, these are starting out at $2 million. So it's definitely going to be expensive. They do have the prices on this one, which I do like. All right, so they have way more plans, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plans. The model, I haven't seen any progress on the model, so you're going to have to wait definitely months for that. Oh, there's one more. I did count wrong. 7, excuse me. So there are 7 plans. They're all 2-story. They're all 5 beds, 5.5 bath. And these start to get really big, 5,200 square feet, 3-car garage. So I think what's interesting is there's not a huge price difference in these like we had saw in the other ones. So, starting out just a little bit over 2 million. The most expensive one is what, right here, 2.159 million. So that's actually not crazy, not a huge difference. So I wouldn't expect a big difference in these plans. These look a lot like the other product, but they're just bigger, right? Let's see what we got here. So this is a 60. I don't see a lot of options on this, which I think is pretty interesting. Definitely, you're probably going to get a lot of options on the design center. The quality of these will be a little bit nicer, but not a lot of options to actually put in this. The other one, I remember we just saw, had a whole bunch of options where you could put additional bedroom, additional game room, but I don't see that they've put a lot of options you can add on to this. Seems like these are kind of topped out. This is about as big as you can make them. There's nothing else to put on it. But again, they're offering the same type of elevation, Spanish, French, Tudor. So just like them. But remember, like it always says, right, these are always concepts. It doesn't mean 100% they're actually going to look like this. Let's take a look at these. Really, I mean, I won't bore you with this. But again, if you want to copy this, definitely send to me. You can see this does have the spiral staircase in this one. Let's kind of skip over to the end. Here we go. So let's take a look at this one. Are there any options that we can add? I don't see any options added to this one. So maybe they just don't have any options you can add all. This is interesting. So the 78, this is the one I think that was the most expensive, or maybe this is the model. But there's only one elevation. You're going to get this in Spanish. If you don't like Spanish, you're not going to get this one for sure. Same thing for this. They're definitely pushing Spanish for this one. All right, let's take a look at the lots. So 70 lots, those are going to be the big lots. So you can see right here on the back side, these are going to be the ones that are really nice up to the green space here. So if you're looking to buy a 70, I would definitely buy these early. I'm not sure I'm a fan of these up here right next to the road. I would tell you this is a pretty main road here, so not sure why I did that. You can see these are probably some future releases. We're going to be 70 lots for sure. So, hey, listen, I do have a video of the model. Thanks for sticking around this long. Let's just take a look at the model. Really looks nice, really nice open concept. And again, if you want to get a copy of this, let me know. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, so before I get into the video and make you hang around any longer, right, I would tell you that they are actually offering some incentive if you use their builder. JR Landon does have their own builder. They're offering something pretty crazy, well over $20,000 to use their builder. And if you buy the more expensive product, they're offering tens of thousands of dollars in design center upgrades. That is as of right now. But definitely reach out to me if you want to go look at one of these. Really great bunch of staff there. But, you know, as I always say, realtors are free. But it's always good to get in early while they have lots. I would tell you a lot of builders are motivated to sell a bunch so they can change it in the beginning. So it looks like the community is thriving. So, all right, here we go. Let's go take a look at this is the 50-foot model, the only one that's available. So enjoy. Go ahead and think about liking, subscribing this video. Put a comment down below. And again, if you want to get a copy of these brochures because you can't find them, they are absolutely free online. But if you don't want to look for them yourself, I'll be more than happy to send you one. So.